hour or two before Anna got there. And Roman was adjusting some things in his life. He's got all kinds of good things on his plate, from not-for-profit to the coaching to photography, helping refugees. It goes on and on, the good things that he's doing in his life. I'm glad to have him as a friend, and he's closer than a friend. But he was saying at this point in his life, he needed to have people really come to the studio now that he had a place. And I thought there was no chance he was leaving that studio anytime in the near future. And then Anna walked in and said, this is what I need. He has some options. Why not now? And he dropped everything and we left, right?
Correct, yeah.
And where did we go?
Yeah, and we saw those couple of options. That day we decided, we chose one out of two, right? And that very day, I just posted on Facebook, Ukrainian community groups on Facebook, and I never ever thought that the response will be like that.
It was crazy, wasn't it? How many? Well, first of all, I'll come back to that. I want to come back to her success and the ongoing development and what this could yet become, and maybe how you can be a part of it. Especially if you know Ukrainian people or other spaces, or as things maybe develop in the future. We went from Roman's apartment, that studio, that condo, to the second place. The first place was downtown. We went to a warehouse and we looked around there. We thought about some ideas, and then we went to a condo he had in Burnaby near Central Park. And there he has his ex-wife's mother, grandmother, and a niece that he is helping take care of. And they have a meeting room in there, which he thought would make a good initial beginning classroom. The beauty for me was that day, again, to re-emphasize when somebody asks you a question about an opportunity to come and share some moments together. This is what I was doing as a tag-along. My work had been done. I'd introduced them. There was a possible fit for a place to teach English for Anna, but I enjoy both of them and wanted to continue the journey. And so we ended up sharing an hour or two with a dog, 3 Ukrainian ladies, and Anna in their place, having a wonderful time, just getting to know each other for the first time for me. And maybe from the time we saw that meeting space, I thought it was going to be a great space, but I had no idea what was going to happen while I was in Japan. Now, you started the classes, and it got a little crazy because the numbers were different than what maybe even you thought they were going to be.
So how it happened is, before I actually started the classes, I had some expectations, just like all of us do.
Right.
Like, hey, what the response is going to be? And I was like, maybe like 20 people, like 40 people will text me, and out of 40 people, 20 will come, actually show up.
Right.
And I said, you know what? Even if 2 people will show up,
it's okay.
It's okay.
I start with 2 people.
I start with 2 people, so we change the life of 2 people.
Right.
And 3,700 texted me.
3,700. How do you say that in Ukrainian?
3,700.
People registered.
Correct. Not registered, but emailed.
Showed their interest for the class.
Emailed me, and here is a funny thing. How I got to know about those numbers, some of them, they started to message me that I gave them a wrong email, and I was like, it can't happen. Like, I live with my email all my life, and I just can't put it wrong. Like, did I make a mistake? So I checked the post, and I was like, no, everything's correct. So I went to my emails, and actually, so it started to glitch because of the amount of people messaging me, and it just couldn't handle that. If I knew, I would have organized it differently. But sometimes
you thought it would be a reasonable start, reasonable growth.
Here's the thing that I started with. You never know until you start. And So I got that, and I tried to respond all of them, but that was physically impossible. And what I did, I just made another post. I was like, hey, if you didn't get a response, just so you're aware of the situation. And so I had 38 people at one point.
Okay.
So some people come, then they leave, and I always told them, whenever you get a chance of joining any other English classes from the government, like the free ones, and please take that chance. Why not? I'm here for you always. It's not that I'm just going somewhere any day, right? If you have any question, but like, please take your chance. But before you're like, while you're waiting, I'm here for you. Please come and join. And you know what? At one point I understood they got something more than just English classes.
Right.
They became a small family, that group of people. Again, some of them were coming, some of the other ones were leaving and joining any other programs, but they still kept being connected with each other. And finally, they got first friends. And finally, they got a feeling of second home here. And they gave them power, strength, and energy to learn more, to go to those classes. And that's unbelievable feeling when you just, I was passing by and just parking my car next to the building, and you see those people staying there waiting for you, and you just can't fail. You never can't fail. This support that they gave me, I will be always lifetime grateful to feel that appreciation, to feel their trust. And I was so proud of them, seeing how they grow, seeing them how they become more confident in living in the other part of the world, and just seeing them happier. And who I also really grateful to is actually Roman, because let's come back a little bit behind. That wouldn't have happened. I mean, it would have been stretching in time. And instead of putting my energy in time for doing that, would have been looking for places to start.
We're doing the last little series called Changed Lives. And it's stories to do with the not-for-profit that Roman has that feeds a lot of people meals and helps provide groceries and many other things maybe I don't even know about, but I know people's lives are getting changed. And Anna has a similar heart for helping change lives in the sense of people coming from another country, and all of us either came from another country or are products of parents who came from another country. We had to change things in our life to fit in, to adjust. And often in life it's the simplest things, not complicated. Learning enough of the language of the country you're in order to be able to function. And Anna helped change lives that will be changed because of her help in even more significant ways in the future. So what do you think about your English classes in the future, and what will you continue to do, and what would you like to see happen now?
So after we crossed the level, like we passed the level of upper intermediate grammar in English, and I thought about a different idea, because I said, okay, let's continue some grammar once in a while, but like more than that, I feel like I need to change a concept of it, because those people, they don't need that grammar anymore, they just need to talk. So right now we are rearranging the concept, and we're just will be focused more on speaking,
Okay.
just like real life conversations, and I want to invite different, like, some friends of mine or like interesting personalities where guys can just ask questions. And like I did that a couple of times in my group in the English, for the English classes some back then, and now I feel like I want to switch to this concept 100% for those people, and then I'll see where